Hello guys, welcome to Astronova Tech. My name is Anish. We are looking to another episode of C training. Here in this episode, we will be explaining about the structure of C, how we will set up the IDE for writing C program, identifiers in C, creating an identifier for a variable, creating an identifier for a function, and keywords in C. So in this first slide, structure of C, on the right hand side we can see a small program where it shows different parts of a simple C program. First line, it is an include statement for stdio.h. Hash include stdio.h. C language uses the header file to provide the standard libraries and their components for use in the program. We have included stdio header file that provides the standard input and output library in C. All lines that start with a hash are processed by a preprocessor, which is a program invoked by the compiler. So first line is used for including a pre-written header file to be included in our program. So what does this header file do? It will help to uh, user to input some value from the standard input device and output some value to standard output device screen. Standard input device is keyboard. So coming to the next line, it is the int main void. This is the heading of the function called main. Main is the entry point of any C program, and its return type is int. Next is the third line is the body, where the body is marked with a curly bracket, and fourth line is the command. The command is ignored by the compiler for any executable from any executable, converting that line to any executable line. So by saying that slash slash, it will compiler will ignore that line. So whatever written in that is used for the helping the programmer or whoever reads the program to understand the program. In the next line, it is printf hello world. So what does this method printf function do? Write some string to standard output device called screen. Semicolon is denoting the end of any line in the C program, and return, last line of the any function in C is the return. Return statement refers to return value of the function. Okay, coming to the next slide, setting up the IDE for C. IDE is used for developing a C program. It is a tool used by developers for writing the program. So IDE and its extension and the compiler, three things have to be installed. One is IDE. IDE is nothing but we'll show in the what is IDE. So this is the IDE. What are you able to see that? Yeah, this is the IDE. So you can see the about Visual Studio. So here, if you click on this, after installing, you can see all the programs here. If you click on this, you can see identifier example.c. It is written a main include statement, main integer variable equal to 0. This is a declaration of the variable. Variable is assigned with some 10 and printed the value. Once it is compiled, identifier C exe is created dot slash identifier identifier eg 10. So dot slash identifier eg. So we printed the output. This is the ID how we will run and compile all the programs. So inside this we have extensions here. We have to search for C++, and here we will list out all the extensions. These extensions we have to install. Click on this button. I have already installed, that's why it is showing uninstalled. Otherwise install will be shown here. Okay, done. That second step is done. We will go to the slides. Okay, we have installed the extensions using Visual Studio. Is a text editor and needs an extension to provide specialized features like IntelliSense and debugging of C. Open the extensions, and search for C++ and install it. Once that is done, we need to install msys2.org. We have to go to this site and run this executable and add that to the path. I have installed here installed in the D drive. MS. Okay, I'll show it. So in D drive, d:" min gw64. That is the path, and you can see the contents here. So inside that location, we have bin. Inside that we can see GCC. Okay. So this have to be added in the environment variable. Edit system environment variable. You can see in the path edit. You can see here. This is how we have to add it. Okay, canceling back. We'll go to the slides again. So this installation is done. How we will verify the installation? Next thing. How we will verify? GCC -- version. Okay. Open the new terminal in the Visual Studio Code and GCC -- version. So we will write okay. Next, we will go back to the slides. Open and do this. Okay. Next thing is identifiers in C. In C programming, identifiers are the names used to identify variables, functions, arrays, structures, or any other user-defined items. It is a name that uniquely identifies a program element and can be used to refer to its later in the program. So what does it mean? A variable name, a method name, or a structure name, anything. A variable can be of different data types. So that things we will into later. How we will write the names. There are certain rules. Identifiers can contain following characters: uppercase A to Z, lowercase A to Z, numeric 0 to 9, underscore. The first character of an identifier must be a letter or an underscore. Identifiers are case sensitive. Identifiers cannot be keywords in C. So we'll look into the keywords again. Okay. So next thing is creating an identifier for a variable. So we are looking into a program here. So here we can see hash include main, creating an integer variable. This is a command assign into identifier variable. So here what does it do? Integer is a data type. Variable is the var. This is the identifier. Okay, and we are assigning a value to the identifier. Var is equal to 10. On the right side we have mentioned, this means that value 10 is assigned to the variable with the name variable. Clear? Next step, identifier given to a name, given as a name of the function. Function is here, function is sum. Int a and b, it is the parameter. Return a plus b. So function declaration which contains user defined identifier as its name. Here what does it do? Int, this is the data type of the variable. Okay, returned by the method named sum. Int, this is the data type of the value returned by the method named sum. Sum has a, this is returning some value, so that is the data type of the integer. Sum is the user defined identifier for functioning. Yeah. Keywords in C. Keywords are predefined reserved words having special meaning in the to the comparer. These are the part of syntax and cannot be used as identifier in the program. Well, with this we already talked in previous slide. Following is a list of keywords in C or reserved words: auto, break, case, character, const, continue. All these are the reserved words. This cannot be used as an identifier. Okay, that's all. Thank you.